Hello people and welcome back to News Review. We are getting into the second week of the second part of the Hatsune Miku collab event, which is what I'll be going over in this video. There are a few new cards in this update and I'll be giving info on how you can get them and whether you should get them. If you're a new or returning player, I do recommend you check out my new player guide because it'll help you better understand what I'm saying in the video. I won't bore you by presenting every single thing in the full news, so open up the patch notes, link in the description if you want to follow along, and let's get right into it. The first part of the collab did just end. Hopefully everyone managed to get everything in time. The other events and stages of the second part are still going. Be sure to check out the video from last week if you missed out on news about that. And let's get right into the new content. Starting off with a new ultimate stage card, Kagamine, Rin, and Len, which are a light manga card again. I don't even know how many versions of them there are at this point. Their active is CD6. Change the state of virtual singers members from hypnotized to hyper. Virtual singer members enter or stay in a hyper state for 2 rounds. So this is adds on top of if you have however many rounds of hypnotized you have, or 2 rounds upon skill activation at the end of each round. Turn the columns below leader and ally into enchanted light runestones, and virtual singer members each launches 2 extra fire attacks. There are already quite a few Machina cards that grant hyper state, but the extra attacks here are quite nice since there are relatively few Machina that give a large amount of extra attacks. This isn't really a large number, it's like 12 extra if you add them up if your whole team is virtual singer members, but it's better than nothing since Machinas are quite lacking in this extra attack department. Next up is another light Machina who comes along with a stage front we haven't seen in quite a while. The card drops every time you clear the stage, but to fully quote-unquote beat the challenge, you'll need to use 39 teams composed of different cards to beat the stage 39 separate times, which is a test of your inventory and your team building skills. I'll talk more about the specifics of that a bit later. But moving on to the actual card itself, this is the second ever card to ignore scorching areas after Charlotte, a subject from Ever of Novelty. This card is CD7. For 1 round upon skill activation and at the end of each round, Machinify the board. Combo count will be at 23. Light members and Machinas ignore puzzle shield, defense, and if the leader is a virtual singer member, damage received from scorching areas minus 100%. So the leader does have to be a virtual singer member, but it making it a key utility card for this series, but not much use outside of the series, unfortunately. Next up is another new kind of challenge stage, where in this stage you beat the enemies by getting a high score using the preloaded for you Miku Draconics. So you're given a team with a preloaded team and a preloaded Draconic, and you got a score in it to beat the enemies actually, which turns TOS into an actual rhythm game, where you'll possibly die if you don't full combo a song, which is, you know, perfectly in line with the masochistic kind of gameplay you find in normal rhythm games. It also comes with a new card, which is Miku dressing up as Melody, the light elf. The card, however, is an earth elf, taking the, earth from Miku and the elf from Melody. Active skill is CD6, tap rune runestones to explode runestones of other types and generate enchanted attribute of elf runestones, so the type that you tap will be left behind on the board. For 1 round for each runestone of the tap type dissolved in the first batch. Combo count +3 to the max +39. The one special thing about this card is that it does provide elves with an insane combo booster, because +39 is, I don't think elves have that in the past. There's like one that sets your combo to like 23, I think, but none of this magnitude. For my ranking of the free cards, the EXPO 2023 Miku is the best one out of all 3 of those, just for this news. This is the first and only card to solve the problem of scorching areas for the series. The other 2 are fine, but I don't see them being used too often in the future due to either just like niche functionality or replaceability. Moving on to the celebration events, the new ultimate stage is actually kind of hard because it has the restriction that only teams consisting of 2 attributes can enter the stage in the first place. And then there's also a wave skill, which requires you to, not requires you, but team attack will differ according to the number of groups of 5 or more runestones dissolved in the shape of T in the first batch. So you've had cross-shaped shields. Now we have a T wave skills, which is just going to be very annoying, I feel like. But yeah, that just makes the stage quite hard. And then for the repetitive challenge, the you challenge 39 times, as I said. You do get 1 card upon each clearance, but at 39 times you just get a title and a medal, and also along the way you get a ton of extra rewards just for like materials and currencies and stuff. The challenge mission for this rhythm game Miku will have 3 levels: basic, intermediate, and advanced. And I'm like, do I gotta full clear in the advanced to kill the enemy? I don't know, but it'll be fun, or you know, pain, but it'll be fine. And lastly, we have a oh yeah, the Diamond Seal raid up. This is very important. During the 19th to the 21st, so from Thursday to Saturday, will be the first raid up of the new Miku seal. So be sure to pull on that if you have enough diamonds. There will be another one right at the end from the 3rd of November to the 5th of November if you don't have quite enough diamonds right now. And lastly, there's a returning ultimate stage of Oguma the Grand Shaman. This card sucks. Grab one and be done. That's it for this week's news review. Leave a like if you liked it, comment below if you have anything to say, and subscribe if you liked it in general. It really helps the channel out, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!